So today I'm just thinking about how this experiment is going. I think it's going better than expected, even though if it's had some lows too. It's just very hard to stay off the internet. And I make up little rules on myself. Like if I'm traveling somewhere to a new city, then I will look up things like the top things to do for that city and the top things to eat and stuff like this. I think that's okay. But to limit it to 5 minutes or something very short because I don't think, oh, and that's not true. I think it is worth it to do more research on places, but at the same time, I do think there's diminishing returns sometimes when we're just, or when I'm just using it as a way to procrastinate and just keep consuming. So while I'm doing this experiment, I think I'll limit my consumption on travel content, but I guess what I've been realizing is that why do I want to allow LLMs for coding but not most things, right? Like I don't want it to edit some of my um, grammar or other things like this. I think I'm still playing around with the idea, or I'm still calibrating my experiment of trying to do this limit consumption and maximize production and creativity and just um, go by feeling, and if I stumble like I'm doing now, it's okay, it doesn't matter, it's stream of consciousness with my music, with my art. But I think part of it is that I'm more inhibited and I'm more less likely to produce things like voice recordings or poetry or anything that I'm quote unquote not as familiar with or haven't done professionally. I think I'll be like music, for example, definitely, right? And so if I want to produce these things that I'm not an expert in or that I feel more unsure on, or it's not my professional work, I think I'll be more likely to um, want to research so I can learn it better, and will never put anything out there and never really move, right? I just keep researching and researching. And even with computer science, I'll do the same stuff and programming and graphic design. But I think I'm less likely to do that. I think I'm more likely to use, for example, the LLM. I created the little script to generate my videos from just an image and the audio file, and that worked well. It did that for me, and I can just use the script. And I think I'm gonna play with the balance of maybe certain things where it's just for fun. It's more of a balancing act. I have to play around with it, but so far I think this feels right. I think I'm able to produce more by incorporating the LLMs for coding and scripting and removing it from other things. I think this might be the right balance for me personally. I am thinking it would be great if the LLM could, edit some things for me in terms of writing, but I think I'll stay off for that for now. I think it's fine like this. Maybe it can transcribe stuff for me. I think that's fine. I think that's not not a bad use. The other thing I have been doing is downloading some apps on my phone for like music production and on the iPad as well, and for creating uh, images on my phone. But I want to limit that. I think that is not something that I want to keep doing. So these are the ways that I've been cheating so far, like downloading those apps, but they were very limited and very quick searches, so I don't think it's too bad. And I found some that I liked. Um, and now the other thing that inspired me is that I've been working on this on and off on this creative tool for mobile for creating animations or images using more of a niche or niche um, flow of basically procedural and more like editing multiple groups at once with things like cloning elements along the lines of how Houdini and Cinema 4D and these node things in Blender, I believe. And so what I want to do is probably pick that up as well. That's one of the things I wish I could work on again. If I, put more effort into that, I think it could be pretty cool. and I would use it myself now that I'm trying to do more creativity on the go. And since I'm not reading books like I used to read while I waited for, for food at a restaurant or something like this, now I'm just sitting there. And even though I really like the audio production tools that I got on my phone, those are harder to use, obviously, in a public setting. And the image creation tools, I haven't found one that I really like, and so I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. I think it might be okay to eventually graduate towards to a place where if I'm waiting for my food in a public setting outside, and I'm not just sitting outside, I can read a book. I think that might be okay. That might be a little gift of consumption. Something maybe like something that I've been wondering, and I can just do it while I'm waiting. And the limit is that I can't do it outside of waiting for my food. So that'll be interesting.